Hello beautiful people, my name is Jade and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're talking about reasons why a guy might not respect you as much as you deserve in a relationship, or if you're about to go into a relationship with somebody or you've never dated before but you would really want somebody to respect you. The tips that I'm going to be sharing in this video are the reasons or the things that might make a guy respect you or make a guy disrespect you. Might not always be the case, but this is like the ones that I've seen and the ones that I'm really sure of. So if you've ever wondered what is it that you're doing wrong in a relationship while somebody that you're with is not treating you the way they're supposed to treat you and you would want to change that, listen to the tips that I'm going to be sharing and know if there are any of them that you're doing or a couple of them that you're doing that you need to change to get that person to treat you the way that you deserve, if that's what you want. So the first thing, one of the most important reasons why people disrespect people in a relationship or a guy disrespects a girl in a relationship is because she does not respect herself. The truth is, you're the one that will show people, teach people how to treat you. If you don't treat yourself with respect, if you talk down at yourself, if you don't give yourself that respect, another person is not going to give it to you. If you don't carry yourself in that light, if you don't see yourself in that light, another person is not going to see you in that light. So if you always talk down at yourself or treat yourself in a certain way that is not good, you're automatically giving the other person the impression that it's a go. They have the right to disrespect you because you don't respect yourself. So first you need to treat yourself the way you want other people to treat you. Talk to yourself the way you want other people to talk to you. Carry yourself the way you want other people to carry you. And that will go a long way in letting people know what goes and what doesn't. Because most times people test boundaries. People test you. People do things to see how you're going to react to them. And if you welcome it or if you take it, they know, okay, this one goes. Then most times, most people, they will turn up the volume. They will do another one to you. And then if you take it, then that's how it keeps going. So you're the one that will set boundaries and say, no, this doesn't go, or this goes and that doesn't go. And then everybody knows that if they want to be in your life, if they're going to be in your life, they have to act a certain way. And that's how you get respect for yourself. That's one of the most important ways for you to get respect for yourself. If you don't respect yourself, nobody will. The second one is you keep lying and getting caught. See, I would have said, if you know you're going to get caught, don't bother lying. But the truth is, the truth always has a way of coming out, even when you don't want it to. It might take a while, but the truth will still catch up to you. So try as much as possible to be honest about things. These are the things that also give people the impression that you're trustworthy. When you're trustworthy, people tend to respect you. Lying, especially all these petty little lies, and then you get caught, you always tend to reduce in value in people's eyes if they know you as a liar. And if you're always lying about petty things that don't even make sense, nobody will respect you. So try as much as possible to be honest. If you cannot be honest in a situation, try to not give an answer, but try as much as possible to be honest, because there's nothing worse than your lies catching up to you at a time when you don't want it to. The third thing is, if you know that you're not ready to let go of a guy, if you know that you still want to be with a guy, somebody that you're dating, don't cheat on that person. It's just like what I said about lying. Most times people cheat because they feel like they're not going to get caught. But like I said, these things always has a way of showing themselves when you don't want them to show themselves. So if you know that you're going to be cheating on somebody, make sure it's somebody that when they find out and they say, oh, you did this, you can say, oh, okay, bye. If you know that you still want this person, you still love this person, you still want to be with this person, don't cheat on them. There's nothing worse than somebody trusting you, loving you, and then they find out that you're cheating, and then you're begging them to forgive you, and then they forgive you. You know they're never going to trust you again, and they're never going to respect you again. It's going to take more for them to get to that place where they feel like they can trust you again or they can respect you, but it's always going to be shaky. That's the problem with these things. It's always going to be shaky because you've already fumbled in the past. So what stops you from doing it now? This is another thing that will give you the most respect in a relationship. The next one is you are too dependent. I'm not saying don't be dependent. That's not what I'm saying. But being too dependent. Dependence is good, but being too dependent whereby you can't do anything for yourself. You always has to be the other person. Somebody always has to come and save you. Somebody always has to do this for you, do that for you, do the other one for you. I know there are guys that like women like that, but personally I feel like you shouldn't be too dependent. You should also have your own thing, be able to solve your own problems, be able to get things done on your own with or without the guy. So when you're too dependent, people tend to feel like people know that you're just not capable, and when you're not capable, you can't just walk away, right? People know that when you're that dependent on them, they need mean that much to you. You can't do anything on your own. You're always clinging to them. You're always hoping that they'll come and save you and stuff like that. But you tend to kind of reduce in value because they know that it will be hard for you to walk away from them. Now, when people know that it's hard for you to walk away from them, they tend to treat you not in the nicest way because they're not afraid of losing you. They know that you're not going anywhere because you're that dependent on them, and that can be good. The next one is, this one is like a continuation of the other one. When a guy is not afraid of losing you, he tends to treat you anyhow because you know you're not going anywhere. Anything goes. You take anything he dishes out to you. So when he has that mentality that he's not going to lose you, he's not afraid of losing you, you're not going anywhere, you're too dependent, you need him, so you can't do without him. When a person has the impression that you can't do without them, they tend to not really put in effort into the things that they do, the things they say, so they kind of like treat you anyhow because anything goes, right? So do not be too dependent. Do not give people the impression that you can't live without them and get them so comfortable that they are no longer afraid of losing you. That's not going to end well. The next one is, you never stand up for yourself. You never ever stand up for yourself. I know there are people that fear confrontation. There are people that don't like confrontation, and it's okay. It's not a bad thing. But if you never stand up for yourself, I'm not saying be confrontational or always be looking for trouble or trying to fight everybody. But setting healthy boundaries is a very important step. It's a very important thing when it comes to a relationship. For a person to know that this is my boundary, this is my thing, this is what I do at a certain time, and not encroaching on that. You having your own space, having your own things, and it's a boundary, it's a set boundary. The other person knows better than to cross it, and the other person has also their own healthy boundaries that you don't cross. These are things that make people have mutual respect for each other. If you don't set any boundaries, like anything goes, anybody can step in at any time and just do anything, then there's not going to be respect. And when people cross a boundary that you've set, you need to be able to call them to order the best way possible. You don't have to be all up in their face if that's not your thing. I don't recommend that, but you need to be able to call them to order and say, no, this is a boundary that is not meant to be crossed. This is important to me. It has to be important to you because I am important to you. These are the ways that you set boundaries. And when you have boundaries and people respect those boundaries, people automatically respect you as well. Be able to stand up for yourself. When people cross a line or do a certain thing that they are not supposed to do, even from the start of the relationship, these things often start from the early stages of a relationship. That's when people learn what goes and what doesn't. When you still have all the power, that's when you set boundaries. So that is very, very important for you to be able to stand up for yourself and say, no, I'm not going to take this. No, you're not going to talk to me like this. No, you're not going to do this. It's very important. If when people offend you or people talk to you a certain way that you don't like, you don't speak up, you don't call them to order, they'll keep doing it. And the thing with disrespect is, if it goes today, tomorrow they increase the volume, the next day they increase the volume, till it gets to a point where it's not healthy anymore. So that's very important. Setting boundaries and standing up for yourself. The last one is, you don't have anything going on for you. I know it's not everybody that is ambitious. It's not everybody that wants to be in the White House. It's not everybody that wants to rule a country or all that. I know it's not everybody that has all that big ambition, but you have to have something going on for you, no matter how little. Be it a business, be it a career, be it a volunteer work, whatever it is, you have to have something going on for you. You have to have a life away from your relationship. Your life is not that full. You tend to be too dependent and tend to want more than your relationship can give you. And most times, that's how pressure and tension starts to build. So you need to have other things going on for you. You need to have a life. You need to have other things going on for you. Your job, your career, your friends, your business, your volunteer work, whatever it is. Just have other things that make up your life. And when you have other things that you dedicate your time, your effort, yourself to, also gives your partner the impression that they are not your sun and the moon and stars. They are a part of your life, just like you have other parts of your life as well. And these are healthy ways to build respect in a relationship. I mean, there are other ways as well that I might not have mentioned here, but these ones are the ones that I know for a fact that these things work. These things can either make or break a relationship, and it's very important that you pay attention to these things. You teach people how to treat you. People don't see you and know automatically how to treat you. People treat you the way they maybe treat themselves or the way they've treated other people. It's not left for you to say, okay, this goes or this this doesn't go, or no, I'm not that person, you don't have to treat me this way. So if you ever found yourself in a situation whereby you're dating somebody that is not really giving you the amount of respect you feel like you deserve, there are things on this list that you were doing or you were not doing and you feel like you should. I mean, it's going to go a long way in getting you the respect that you deserve. Today's video, we're talking about reasons why somebody that you love as a guy, you're dating a girl and she's not respecting you as much as she should, or why people that you hear about or people that you interact with might not have as much respect for you as they should. If you've always found yourself in situations where you wonder, no matter how hard I try, nobody seems to take me serious or nobody seems to give me as much respect as I would want to, there might be things that you're doing that you might not know that you're doing, and those are the reasons why people don't respect you as much as they should. And that's what we're talking about in this video. We're going to be sharing reasons why women don't really respect guys that they are with, or even people that you meet on a daily basis, you interact with, they don't show you as much respect as needed. So the first thing on my list is you're a bad liar. You keep lying and keep getting caught. Let's say for instance somebody meets you and they have you on this high pedestal, they see you in this light. Anything you tell them, they don't really have to go back and verify or check with somebody else. Whatever you tell them, they believe you because of the way you carry yourself or for whatever reason. And then one day they find out that this person they put so much trust and so much value on is actually a liar. And everything you've told them, or most of the things you've told them, have all been lies. You tend to reduce in value automatically. You're no longer that person that they come to. You're no longer that person that they take your word seriously. So when you talk now, people are always like, who knows? So that's one of the fastest ways to lose respect, especially in a relationship. If your girl knows that you're a liar, it's going to be very difficult for her to respect you. The second one is your words don't mean anything. You keep making promises and keep breaking them, because whenever you talk, your words don't mean anything. Your presence don't command any respect. When you're there, it doesn't make any difference. People just look at you like that. Okay, you don't come. Those people don't tend to take you that seriously, and they don't tend to give you as much respect as you deserve. Imagine if you were that one person that if you say you're going to do this, you're going to do it no matter what. People start seeing you as that person that is higher than other people, because the values that you have is not one that a lot of people have now. So that's something that will gain you a whole lot of respect if you're a man of your words. The third one is provide zero solutions and security. I'm not saying go and carry a gun and go and stand in front of your house and say you're security. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is there's this feeling that comes with knowing that you have a masculine energy around you, knowing that you're protected, knowing that you're taken care of. It's not just about money. When we hear take care of, we always think of money. But there's this shelter, there's this protection kind of thing that comes with knowing that you're with a man. And if you're a man that does not provide that, let's say when danger is coming, you're hiding behind her skirts. I know that it's the same bullets that will kill a woman that will kill a man, but finding solutions to problems when things are like difficult or things have hit a wall, you always find a way to sort things out, to make things happen. That's what I mean. So if you're a guy that does not provide any security, any solutions, like when you're there, things are not happening. When you're there, it's the same with when you're not there. She might still respect you, let's say you have other values as well, but these are one of the core things that will make people hold you at a very high esteem. You're that guy. The next one is you keep cheating and getting caught. When you cheat and you get caught. First, she loses trust in you. Once she loses trust in you, respect is the next thing that is going. She might not show it like boldly, brazenly, that she does not respect you, but trust me, your value has dropped. You're no longer there. You're now here. The next one is you are easily influenced. There are so many guys, they might not really agree, or most of them don't even know it, but most of the ideas you have or most of the things you do, they are not your ideas, they are not your actions, you don't think for yourself. Basically, you do things because you believe it's what is expected of a man or what other men are doing. You're not your own man. If your friends are drinking, you feel the need to drink. If your friends are partying, you feel the need to party. If your friends are flirting with women, you feel the need to flirt, even if that's not who you are. You don't even know who you are. So if you're a guy that you're easily influenced, a you don't come out with your own ideas. You're always following other people. You're always doing things because other people are doing it. If people don't know this about you, they might respect you. But when people find out this about you, that you're easily influenced, I'm not saying be a stubborn goat. Get what I'm trying to say? It's not as if people can't change your mind. There's a difference between being stubborn and being easily influenced. Being easily influenced is when, for no reason, even when what's going on is wrong, you feel the need to join just because other people are doing it. Being stubborn is even when you see reason to change your mind, you still insist on your own just because you're blindly stubborn. You just don't want to seem like people tell you what to do. They are two different things. So there's somebody that you don't really think for yourself, you're always following the crowd. Very difficult to respect somebody like that. The next one is you don't respect yourself. As a man, it's the way you carry yourself, the way you treat yourself. I'm not saying don't be friendly, but you have to set boundaries. When you're with a girl in a relationship and she does something that does not go, be able to speak up and say, for me, this doesn't work, in a way that lets her understand that this is a boundary. So you need to be able to respect yourself. You need to be able to carry yourself. You need to be able to know yourself, know the things that work and the things that don't work, and be able to speak up when it's like your boundaries are being invaded, or be able to speak up in a way that lets her understand. And if she has her own boundaries as well, do well to also try not to cross her boundaries, because they say respect is reciprocal. When you give it, that's when you receive it, right? So if you're respecting yourself, carrying yourself the right way, and another person sets boundaries and you cross it, that's not you carrying yourself in the right way. If you don't respect other people, it's going to be difficult for them to respect you, even if they pretend to. Deep down inside, they don't. So there's something called mutual respect when it comes to relationship. Give it so that you can receive it. And when your own boundaries are being crossed, there are some people that will test you. Even when you set boundaries, they feel the need to cross it to see what will happen. And if you let it slide, that's how they keep crossing. And before you know it, there are no boundaries anymore. And that's not a situation you want to find yourself in. So it's very important. Next one is you're not making moves. You don't have to have all the money in the world. There are people that are very rich. They have money, and people around them act like they respect them. But the truth is, deep down inside, they lose them. They don't respect them. They might just tolerate them because of what they have in their hand. But if anything should happen and that thing in their hand is not there anymore, that's when you know who respects you and who doesn't. And that's not the kind of respect you want. You don't have to have all the money in the world to be respected, but you need to be able to make things happen. It goes a long way. So make moves. Don't just sit down and let other people do things for you. Be that man that does things, that moves things, that when he's here, things are happening. It's not about spending a whole lot of money, but there's just that thing about you that makes things happen. This is another thing that makes people really respect you. The next one is she's not afraid of losing you. If a woman is not afraid of losing you, she doesn't care what happens. She knows that no matter what she does, she says, no matter how she behaves, you're still going to be here. She doesn't hold you at that high esteem. You're not all that for her. If you're not all that for a woman, you don't have any of the qualities that makes her know that she wants you in her life. If a woman is not afraid of losing you, you're not adding anything to her life, because most times that's one of the reasons why people are like, you have nothing to offer, and she's not afraid of losing you. She'll be behaving anyhow. She'll be acting anyhow. She'll be disrespecting you because she knows that at the end of the day, they're still going to be there. That's not something you want. If you're somebody that wants to be respected, wants to be valued, you need to value yourself. You need to know that you are more. So these are the things. I know there are some other things as well that I might not have mentioned. Some people will watch this video and say, when a man has money, forget, everybody will respect him. Truth is, when you have money in your hand and everybody is respecting you, don't think for a second that you're respected. They're not respecting you. They're respecting your account balance. They're respecting the money in your hand. The day you know whether you're respected, loved, or treasured is the day you lose that fortune, or for whatever reason you try to pay for something and your money is not coming through. That's the day you know whether you're respected or not. So money does not equal respect. People might value you or make you believe that they value you, because people can pretend, make you feel like they value you because of what you have. So these things that I've mentioned are not just for somebody that wants people to pretend that they respect him, or somebody that wants to truly be respected. It's all in the way you treat yourself, the way you carry yourself, the solutions you bring to the table, who you are, not what you have. That's why people respect you. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate having you guys here. Please check out some of my other videos as well. And if you want to get notified when I drop new videos, I drop videos on Mondays. Please hit the right subscribe button, turn on notifications so you get notified when I drop a new video. And give this video a like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!